But like I said, like there are ways to maybe get the kids to listen, right? Like, and you went hard on Maino too, bro. And like, and to me too, I don't rock with that because I felt like, yo, Maino, you talk about all this shit too. Like, yo, I went to prison or murder. Maino went through all that, right? And you said, yeah, he has a song, for the streets or bring the streets back or something like that. And you went in on him, and I feel like, yo, it's like a form of. He's not,
it's like we said earlier in this interview, right?
Yeah.
We don't hear about your people going back and forth with each other and being corrupted. So we don't know about your crime rate. But I know in my community,
because we're 1% of the whole U.S., we're like only 1% to like 5%.
All right, but still, this is what you got to understand, right?
You'll definitely understand if it was like 40%.
In my community, right? Nobody stands up for the children that's being misled, whether it be through the TV shows or it be through the music. The reason why you don't see Rakim, Coogee Rap, and the pioneers of rap, because the music that they want them to put out,
they don't want that,
would lead the children to the penitentiary. So these old school rappers abandon hip hop, and the only time you can see them is when they performing their old music, because the industry will not allow them to put out positive music that will lead our children into the glory days of hip hop. So what they do is they let a nigga like Jim Jones and Maino linger around so that they can say stupid shit.
Stop.
Now you can't cut me off. You gotta let my message get there. Don't nobody want to hear you be a groupie for them niggas and say stop.
Groupie. No, listen, you said that Jim Jones could rap and he got better and better. Like, what do you like? Like, and I agree with that.
Whether he could rap or not. Whether he could rap or not.
But like, why can't he build like a brand, which he did, Vamp Life, and rap? Like, I don't understand.
Whether he could rap or not. There's a line that, when you start leading children through your music to the penitentiary, Jim Jones was a billboard for gang activity for the last 20 years. Jim Jones's music, his red flag wearing, the same charges that Casanova 2 times. One of the charges that Casanova 2 times copped out to, he's convicted of, is being a billboard for gang culture. Now, nobody, that's what he's convicted of.
No, but I'm talking about Jim Jones.
Jim Jones, for over 20 years, was a billboard for gang culture. Jim Jones is responsible through his music and his gang culture for probably over 1 million little niggas going to jail over a 20-year period. He's influenced niggas and fucked their lives up. Jim Jones is on a wiretap, ordering a hit.
No, he didn't.
Let's stop playing games, my nigga, because
he said beat him up. He said he beat him up. Like,
he said,
and they didn't beat him up.
He said super violate him. It doesn't matter if he beat him up or not. Instead of him giving them niggas good advice, what he said was used in the court, and he never got locked up. So we ain't gonna even get into why he never got locked up when he was part of 2 indictments. He was part of 2 indictments.
I don't know.
Then after that was on a high-speed chase down south in Atlanta.
With the guns.
Guns, drugs in the car, never did a day in jail.
Yeah, because someone probably ate the charge.
Listen, somebody's always eating the charge for a nigga that's in a position to be a king. See, one thing, the reason why I stay my ass out of trouble or I move by myself is because I don't want nobody's wife, mother, or anybody's family calling me or sitting up there with envy in their heart because I fucked up somebody's life. He was in a position to lead niggas out of the streets.
And he's doing that right now.
No, he did not. Mel Matrix is in jail. And the whole Treyway is in jail because when he had the power,
he cannot hold everybody's hands. That's their kid. That's their brand that they want to use. All right.
A leader is responsible for their set. And when you make all these excuses, real men are not going to look at you as a man when you justifying sucker shit. The leader of the camp, John Gotti, is responsible for everybody in the mob.
And everybody told on him, but he ate
Everybody
it, right?
told on him, and he deserved to be told on with his stupid ass. Because the reality of it is, it was his voice on those wiretaps that fucked over Sammy the Bull. Now, I'm not going to co-sign ratting, but the reality of it is, his mouth, he broke his own rules. And if he would have caught somebody else gossiping like a bitch the way he was, he would have had them murdered. Sammy the Bull should have murdered John Gotti. But he didn't find out about John Gotti being a gossiping, bitch-ass, two-faced nigga until he got to the feds. Then he started realizing that if he would have stayed on the streets a little bit longer, John Gotti would have had him whacked because he was getting too powerful. That's why I say pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. But you know what? See, me, some of us is going to care, some of us is not going to care. To the day I die, niggas can sit up there and say little stupid shit, oh, you said this, or you did that. Every day, I try to come with a message for my people. No, I'm not perfect. Absolutely not. But I'm not misleading nobody's child.
What do you think about Charleston White?
Charleston White he's a plant. He's a plant. No, he's an industry. He's an industry plant.
He kind of, I think you're hating because he took your style. He took your style and he's better at it. Let
me ask you a question. The reason why he's better at my style than I am because he has no integrity. The man came out here. So what you basically telling me that you cool with him sitting up there taking a picture with the killer of King Von and then sending a message to King Von's mother and sister that Nana Boo Boo. I'm standing here with the nigga that killed your son and good for your son's death. Nigga, you got to be an ultimate sucker to stand by some shit like that. And then I don't even believe that you have the disloyal mouth. Your tongue is disloyal right now. That nigga sat up there and basically talked about putting his dick in Math Hoffa's kid's mouth, his daughter's mouth. Oh, yeah. And then you gonna bring this nigga up and big him up?
Oh, yeah.
How you think Math gonna feel about that?
I forgot about that.
You bigging up a nigga.
I'm not really bigging him up.
You just bigged up a nigga that sat up there and bragged about he's making a habit. He bragged about raping white women. Rape is the ugliest shit that you can do. The nigga lied to everybody and said he was trying to free children.
But you say that too when you're angry too?
Never in my life said I would rape anybody's kid. What I said was when a nigga laughed at me for being molested, that was the first time that I had somebody do that. So I was teary-eyed because the nigga pretended to be my friend, which he apologized later on and told niggas to stop using that audio against him or rather against me because he forgave me for that because he knew what he did to me. So when niggas sit up there and I said, what if I stick my heavy dick and your daughter, a son, he knew that was a rebuttal because he was making fun of me being molested as a child. So now instead
of two wrongs don't make a right.
Listen,
though,
when somebody hurts you, hurt people, my nigga. And it's nothing worse than somebody sitting up there making fun of you being molested by a grown man and they're going to call it consensual.
Right.
That's anybody that you do that to, my nigga, y'all niggas be playing dumb. And that's why I can't stand some of you niggas that do an interview because if somebody played with your family like that, the first thing that anybody would say is, I'm going to kill this nigga.
Right.
So when it comes to me, I'm supposed to be the bigger nigga? The fuck out of here. Think about it.
Right.
Charleston White sat up there and talked about putting his dick in Math Hoffa's daughter's mouth, and you just big this nigga up. And you say
I'm just saying his style because he took your shit.
His style. I was Charleston White before Charleston White. Niggas sitting up there talking about, oh, look what he did at Burger King. I knew what I was doing. I was drunk as shit. And I knew YouTube was playing with my algorithm again back in the early days. And I said, watch me go viral.
Right.
1,000 niggas made videos about me and what I did at Burger King. I'm coming down the steps making a video. The white lady told me to move out the fucking way. I violated her. That video went viral all over Instagram, all over everywhere. The Derek Williams nigga. See, the problem with that is niggas tried to make me look like I'm gay because I met up with one of my moderators on YouTube, but the part that they don't show.
Oh, that moderator shit?
The part that they don't show. Why they don't show the part where I went live and beat him up? Where's that part? Oh, yeah, right. You stuck because you didn't see that part. Where is the part? Why they don't show the part? Because I pulled the Charleston White before Charleston White. Everything, I was the blueprint to Charleston White's whole life. The only reason why Charleston White is beating me, or with Charleston White, when you see Charleston White YouTube, he's never reached over 200,000 people, 200,000 followers on his YouTube. I am close to 500,000. Then y'all niggas forget when Charleston White came to YouTube, I'm the one that pushed him. He was on IG and Facebook. He was not big on YouTube. So now he'll go to big platforms like Say Cheese that got 1 million followers. So of course he's going to overshadow me when he's going to bigger platforms where he's being pushed more in the algorithm.
And he just came out with like a police suit, police vest, and like these things. Like I think
the nigga showed y'all that there is no line that he won't cross.
Got it.
And people are falling in love with that. There's lines that I'm not going to cross.
Got it.
The reason why you don't see me fucking with Charleston White no more is because Math Hoffa.
Oh, okay.
Me and Math don't speak every day, but that's my dog.
Right. Shout out to Math Hoffa. I love
that's my dog.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you responsible for bridging the gap between me and Math. So now me and Math build a rapport. And I personally feel like I don't care what nobody say. I know when I went on Math Hoffa's platform, the first time, my audience merged with him. I was still bigger than Math then.
Right, you was.
The second time I went on Math platform, I was still bigger than Math.
Oh, you was.
The second time I went on Math platform, after that Tekashi set, the internet went crazy. Then Fat Joe came to Math platform.
Right.
Right after that.
Yeah, he blew up.
And he blew up. He went through the roof.
Right.
I got text messages on my phone with Math saying thank you. Me and Math build a rapport. Math Hoffa checks on me to see how I'm doing. I'll check on Math. That's my nigga right there. So when Charleston White was my dude until he crossed that line.
Got it.
I made a video and I said in the video, I said, hey yo, Charleston White, I can't stand by him no more. Once he said what he said about Math Hoffa daughters, it was over. You see what I'm saying? I can't stand by this nigga no more. So then Charleston White started dissing me first. I ignored him for a while. Then after a while, I started going at him. Oh, you hating how? He started dissing me first. This is what the nigga do. Charleston White came through the door with my whole style. He listens to my lives, and then he takes bits and pieces of my lives and go to bigger platforms and use all of my shit. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me that I'm lying, though. Nothing that nigga say out of his mouth is original. Everything, I am the blueprint to that nigga.
So how's your plant then? He just took your style and just ran with it.
Because you got to understand something, right?
It can't be no
Anytime he's a plant, man. Anytime you really listen to him, he worked in the courts. He done did court procedures where he actually ruled over cases like a judge.
He did?
Listen to him. Some of the shit that he said you gotta listen to. You gotta really listen to the nigga. Then when you sit back and if you really analyze, right? If they kill you, they make you a martyr. So what they gonna do? Kill your career. You don't see what they doing? How they actually fucking with me in the algorithm?
You said Wack did that, no? You said Wack did that? You think he has the power to do that?
At the end of the day, I'm not going to just say that that's just Wack. It's bigger than Wack, but Wack is government too. You can't see that. You can't see that Wack is working with CIA, FBI. Let me ask you a question. What multi-millionaire that you know that's on Wack 100's level just come out of nowhere and decides that he wants to sit down with a Hassan Campbell? Why?
Right.
On top of the fact that...
And then you said, yeah.
On top of the... Why wouldn't I say that? He was a dope interviewer. It was one of the dopest interviews that ever happened. It was one of the... It made history. But it backfired on me. And even still, when they sat down with me, first of all, them niggas had 1,000 gang members there. Second of all...
Wow.
Then it came out on Clubhouse that he was supposed to... They were supposed to knock me out during the interview.
Right. You did.
Niggas just didn't realize that I had an army with me.
That's crazy.
Tekashi was deep, but I had niggas with me.
Right.
On top of the fact that, even though we was outnumbered, if it would have jumped off in there, it would have been bad. Nigga, it would have been bad.
Right.
It would have been really, really bad. Academics' career would have been over.